everyone. Welcome to Week 2 of Marketing Research. Hopefully you have a good learning experience in Week 1. Week 2, we are going to learn qualitative research tools and using the existing data for the research questions. Qualitative research is interested in qualities than quantities. Qualitative research is a type of research that addresses marketing objectives through techniques allowing the researcher to provide elaborate interpretations of market phenomena without depending on numerical measurement. The purpose of qualitative research is to discover inner meanings and insights. Qualitative research is more researcher dependent because the researcher have to extract meaning from unstructured responses. Qualitative research is useful when it is difficult to develop specific objectives. Sometimes it is hard for researchers to find specific variables in the study. If the research objective is to develop a detailed and in-depth understanding of some phenomenon, qualitative research will be more suitable than quantitative research. For example, if the research objective is to learn how consumers use a product in its natural setting, then qualitative research definitely is a good one. Here lists some common qualitative research tools. We will discuss these approaches briefly in the following video. A focus group interview is an unstructured, free-flowing interview with a small group of people, usually between 6 and 10. Focus groups are led by a trained moderator who follows a flexible format or a discussion guide, encouraging dialogue among respondents. A focus group session may typically take place at the research agency in a room specifically designed for this purpose. These agencies' facilities include the studio-like rooms where the focus group are conducted, viewed, and recorded. A relaxed atmosphere helps create a more open and intimate discussion of personal experiences and sentiments. The second commonly used qualitative research tool is depth interview. A depth interview is a one-on-one interview between a professional researcher and a research respondent. The researcher asks many questions and follows up each answer with probes for additional elaboration. Each interview may last more than an hour. The interviewer must be keenly aware of what is happening and record both surface reactions and subconscious motivations of the respondent. Conversations are an informal data gathering approach in which the researcher engages a respondent in a discussion or in a conversation of the relevant subject matter. This approach is almost completely unstructured, and the researcher enters the conversation with few expectations. Goal is to have the respondents produce a dialogue about their lived experiences, and meaning is extracted from that. Especially social media provide a lot of opportunities for conversations. Consumers can express their feelings or provide their experience and thoughts for the products or service. Semi-structured interviews usually come in written form that asks respondents for short essay responses to specific open-ended questions. Here are examples. Describe the way a typical pharmaceutical salesperson looks. Respondents are free to write as much as they want. Free association techniques record a respondent's first cognitive reactions to some stimulus. It allows researchers to map a respondent's thoughts or memory. For example, in the ink blot test, the respondent is shown a series of ink blot cards and directed to respond to each with what they see in the ink block. The participants' perceptions of ink blots are recorded and then analyzed. The sentence completion method requires respondents to complete a few partial sentences with the first word or phrase that comes to mind. For example, JCPenney is most liked by, and you ask the respondent to complete a sentence. And the researchers can extract meaning from the sentence. Primary data can be collected by observing consumers in field, in market, or in their home. Observation is the act of recognizing and noting facts or occurrences. No questions are asked in data collection. Respondents' collage that represent their experience with some goods, service, or brand are analyzed for meaning. Here are the examples from Harley-Davidson motorcycle. This approach is subject to researchers' interpretation. A projective research technique is an indirect means of questioning that enables respondents to project beliefs and feelings onto a third party or a task situation. This technique is particularly useful in studying sensitive issues. For example, a thematic perception test is a type of projective test that involves describing ambiguous scenes. TAT is a widely used psychological test to learn about the respondent's thoughts, concerns, and/or motives. In marketing context, TAT presents subjects with an ambiguous picture in which consumers and products are the center of attention. The investigator asks the subject to tell what is happening in the picture now and what might happen next. The researcher analyzed the contents of the stories that the subjects relate. Technology advances have greatly improved researchers' ability to perform all aspects of marketing research. Video conferencing technologies are common now for remote meeting and can be used to conduct depth interviews. Online focus group allows participants use a keyboard and mouse to make their remarks during a chat room session or in the form of a blog. Interpretive software can help identify themes and connections within text, as well as videotapes and photographs. Modern predictive analytics software enables text data to be mined from social networking sites, recorded conversations from call centers, email contacts, and many more.